Hello, what's up? Cormando here. Welcome to my review of Battleground 2015. A bit of a mixed kind of show, in my opinion. Some good, some rather bad. Let's just get straight to it. First up, King Barrett and defeated R-Truth for the King of the Ring crown. It was actually for the crown, and Barrett actually won. He had a good promo. I was just watching it. After like the exclusive interview things on YouTube and shiz. He had quite a good promo there, speaking about couch critics and stuff. But the match was nothing special, just the same match you see all the time, really. Eventually Barrett won with the bullhammer. Nothing more to say, really. Pre-show, Tom Phillips turning a bit like Michael Cole. Some of his comments to Paul Heyman, like he said something and he sort of came back with a remark, and then Paul Heyman sort of went nuts at him. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, he's turning into Michael Cole with his little snarky comments and shit. But they should really let those interview things they do on the social media lounge thing, they should have it last like at least 5 minutes plus. You know, they only get like 3 questions, and it's so stupid. They should let it last longer. Like all the talking and shit that they do about the matches, it gets boring after a while, especially an hour of it. They should let these interview things go longer, but whatever. On to the main show now. We have Randy Orton versus Sheamus in what felt like a really long ass match. It was 16 minutes 54 it says here, but it felt longer. I did not enjoy this match. Some people are saying it was good, but I was bored at my fucking skull. I just thought it was crap. You know, just so slow paced and boring and just the same thing you've seen all the time. You know, with these two, I just did not enjoy this match. It was just boring from start to finish for me. I just did not enjoy it at all. I just couldn't really get into it. But eventually, Randy Orton won. Like Sheamus was like wrecking him, and then boom, RKO, and he won. I thought it was weird that they didn't announce him from St. Louis. Like that's where they were at, and the crowd was going nuts, but they never actually mentioned that that's where he was from. I thought it was kind of weird, even the ring announcer. But that's it. Moving on, there was a thing backstage with Stephanie McMahon talking about the whole Divas thing. She says they're gonna tear the house down or something. And next, we're on to the tag team championship match, which was a really good match. Once they got past the the whole wearing and down stuff, the Primetime Players defeated the New Day. Like I really enjoyed it. Like I was loving it. It was so much better than the Randy Orton and Sheamus match. There was this, I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was Big E. He did the bloody his body splash, belly splash thing with Darren Young like on the apron. And Big E was on the apron too, which really shocked me. I thought that was cool. I thought Big E was gonna go flying like right off, but he landed on the apron. It was really cool. I was really surprised with that. That was a really shocking kind of move. And it was just like really action packed at the end. I just loved it. It was really good. Titus won with the Clash of the Titus. Like I thought we were gonna get like the same match as last time, but no, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I love Xavier Woods. The stuff that he's saying at ringside and that is just hilarious, just pure gold. I would rather just hear him yapping away than bloody Cole and that. There's some of the shit they speak about. But it was really good. Just loads of action. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I want to see action. I don't want this slow paced bloody rest holds and just crap, that was like that Randy Orton Sheamus match and like the next match. But just a really good match. There was a lot of good stuff at the end. Just really good, really good. And then we have it was quite short as well. It was only 8 minutes 50, but it was a good match. There was a thing backstage with Paige and Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Becky said they were going to tear it down and rebuild it brick by brick, and Charlotte said they were going to do it with Flair. You know, it was a pretty good little segment. It was just a little hard to hear Becky, but I just made out what she was saying, but I don't know, maybe it was just the microphone not in the right place or whatever, but I don't know. Anywho's, next is Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns, and in what was pretty much the exact same match as the Randy Orton and Sheamus. Just didn't enjoy it at all, really. And it lasted 22 bloody minutes. I was so bored. I just didn't enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy it. Just looking for any moments. There was a Wyatt doing the DDT on the apron. There was a cool bit where Reigns was going for like a spear, and then Wyatt moved out of the way and he went flying into the ring steps. That was kind of good, I guess. Just looking through. Wyatt starts throwing in steel chairs at the end, and then Reigns sort of attacked him. Then he starts throwing the chairs in, and the referee starts putting the referee starts putting the referee away. The referee starts putting the chairs away outside the ring, and then Reigns turns around and a hooded man decks him at ringside, it says here. And I was like, oh, that's Luke Harper. That was like the best part of the match. It was Luke Harper, he like punched him, and then Wyatt throwed him in, and Sister Abigail, boom. That was like the best part, and then he like took his hood off and that, and it was Luke Harper. Love it when he does that. But yeah, it looks like they might be teaming up again, or maybe, well, like they were saying that Sting was going to come in. This was just like yesterday. There was like spoilers where Sting was going to maybe be facing Bray Wyatt. I thought we were maybe going to get Sting coming in this match or something, and it'd be Sting versus Wyatt, and maybe Luke Harper versus Roman Reigns or something. But maybe it's going to be Wyatt and Harper teaming up, maybe to do something. I don't know. Would it be Wyatt and Harper versus Sting and Roman Reigns? I doubt it. But maybe Sting will appear on Raw or something to set up his match, whatever he's doing. Well, he's obviously not facing the Undertaker, but I'll get to that in a little bit. There was something about the St. Louis Cardinals or something. They just finished a match and then came straight to SummerSlam or something. I don't know. Next, we got JoJo and that backstage with Tamina Snuka, Naomi, and Sasha Banks. They're now saying they're beautiful and dangerous, I think it said. They were calling themselves best at dominating, but now it's beautiful and dangerous. That's still good, I guess. But they said that Sasha's going to be the one doing the thing, doing the match. Because they said it was going to be a triple threat between one from each member of the teams. But again, Sasha, she had the title backstage, but then she didn't bring it out with her. I don't know what the hell that's about. I mean, Kevin Owens got to bring it out with him. I don't know what that's about. But next is Sasha Banks versus Charlotte versus Brie Bella, triple threat match. 11 minutes 30. And it was a really good match. You know, a really good match. I was like, if this match is shit, then it's the main roster, it's a problem, you know. But it was a pretty good match. You know, they thought it was going to be like Nikki at first, but it was Brie. You know, just a good match, you know, start to finish. It was good, you know, because it was action. There was no fucking slow, like, wearing them down or rest holds or shit like you always see in the main roster matches with the Divas. That's what you always see. Like 90% of it will be like fucking rest holds, and I just hate that shit. That just pisses me off. Like that shit was still happening at the house shows that weekend. Like I was reading a report. It was like Emma and bloody somebody versus Cameron and somebody, and they said it was just a shit match, you know. Like I hate seeing Emma used the way she is, you know. She's so talented and it just pisses me off. But just a good match. Sasha did her dive through the ropes. Charlotte did a dive over the ropes. I can't really pick out all the moments because there was just loads of moments, and the crowd was really loving it as well. There was "This is awesome." Brie was doing her Brie mode and running knee things. And then at one point she started doing the yes kicks, and I was like, oh my god, really? But eventually, Sasha hits the bank statement on Charlotte, but Brie breaks up, tosses Sasha into the ring post. Brie grabs Charlotte, but Charlotte counters it and applies the figure four. Oh yeah, when Brie was going, she went for the X Factor or whatever they call it. But I was like, no, don't, just don't. If it ended like that, that would have been a joke. If Brie fucking won, that would have been stupid. But Charlotte countered it, which was it was a really good counter into the figure eight. She calls it with a big bridge, and made Brie tap. It was good. It was really good. Hopefully this continues. Like apparently Triple H and Stephanie McMahon really want this to continue, and I hope it does. I really do. I want to see the women used a lot better than they have been. And I could see them getting rid of bloody Rosa Mendes soon. They stopped the whole Adam Rose thing, thank God. I could see her being gone. I mean, she's been there for like 10 years and she's just shit. I mean, I remember seeing stuff like from when she was in developmental, like OVW or something. She was actually good then, but then I know she's had like some personal problems. She had like some abusive boyfriend and stuff, but still kind of shit at wrestling, But anyways, back to the bloody kickoff panel, folks. There was also a really funny bit on the kickoff where the New Day came out and was, just being brilliant. I just love the New Day, and I know I said it in my predictions, but turning heel was just the best thing they could have done for them. I just love it. They're freaking hilarious. I just love them. But next we have John Cena versus Kevin Owens. Lasted 22 minutes 11 seconds. I mean, it's a good match, but there's not much new stuff happening. There's maybe like one or two new things this time, and same at Money in the Bank. It's still a good match, but there's not much new happening. There's a lot of the same stuff happening. Like, I mean, he countered the springboard stunner this time and into a German. That was good. He did that brutal like brainbuster thing. Like that's pretty sick. And Cena takes the DDT like a fucking, I don't know. I don't know why he takes it like that, because he's just hurting himself. But he is legit hitting the mat, head first. He's got his hand there as well, but it's not stopping. He's hitting that mat. That's gotta fucking hurt. I don't know why he's taking it like that, because you don't need to take it like that. But that's just insane. Absolutely insane. But there are loads of AAs and what really surprised me was Kevin Owens kicking out of the AA off the top or the middle rope. That really surprised me. I thought, oh, that's it. But thingy, I think he hit he hit the powerbomb when he was doing the leg drop on Cena. Kevin Owens hit the powerbomb when Cena did the leg drop. I thought maybe Owens was going to win it off like a sneaky roll up, but Cena goes to the STF. Like, also Kevin Owens had him in the STF. I thought Cena might have tapped, but no, of course not. But Cena had him in the STF at the end. Owen crossed the rope, but pulls him back, and then Cena wins. I just thought that was stupid. Like, I mean, it's the same again. I know some people say no, everybody wins because it's a good match, but Rusev, Bray Wyatt, it's the same thing. They win one match, but then Cena has to win the majority of the matches. Like, I just don't get it. It's stupid. Why not build these new stars? I mean, Rusev an entire year built as this monster who never loses, and then he lost. I mean, yeah, he said awesome match with Cesaro and that, um, and Kevin Owens. You know, that's good. But you know, I don't know why Cena has to win all the time. You know, I don't get it. Like, maybe we're gonna get Cena, Owens, Cesaro, Rusev at SummerSlam. I don't know. But come on, Cena doesn't need a win. He's made the US title, you know, means something now because they're actually putting storylines around it. Um, he could have easily lost it, you know, and that would have been fine. You know, it's not like he's had a shit reign. He's had a really good reign because he defends the title all the time. You know, like JBL said, oh, he defends the title more times in 1 month than people do in a year, which is probably true, or near enough anyway. But Kevin Owens should have won. Come on, I mean, you gotta agree. You gotta agree, people. Kevin Owens should have won. But I was pretty pissed off when Cena won. Like, you know, I'm kind of over it now, an hour or so later. But I was watching his interview with Eden. It was pretty funny. He said, what did he say? He said something like, oh, he wanted to live to like fight for another day. That wasn't the words he used, but that's pretty much what he was saying. He was like, I wanted to provide for my family, so I topped out or something like that, or I submitted so I could provide for my family or something. It was a good interview. There's quite a lot of bloody interviews. I just refreshed it now, and there's a Bray Wyatt and a New Day one. But I've seen the New Day one on Facebook. But these matches are good, but it's the same thing, you know. It's the same moves, which are good moves, but you know, Elimination Chamber like really shocked me because of all these crazy stuff that they were coming out with, mainly Kevin Owens, but maybe just shake it up a bit, you know. I want to see something different instead of the same thing every time. Still a good match, you know. People are saying like match of the year and stuff, but I don't know. If we wasn't seeing pretty much the exact same match, then maybe I would agree. I still go with Elimination Chamber as the best one, just because it shocked me, the stuff they were coming out with. Anyways, let's move on. Cole was talking about bloody Ryback and his injury. Now comes the Miz and his hilarious bloody clothes that he's got on. I just love the Miz. I think Miz is really underrated. He's a great heel, great on the mic, and I think he's underrated in actual wrestling as well. I thought he was a great WWE champion, and he could easily be the main heel WWE champion again. But I thought this was a good segment because Miz, you know, he was just telling the crowd to shut up and saying that Ryback was a coward and all this other stuff, and saying he was a big pansy, and he said he's just scared to fight the Miz because Miz is the toughest man in the WWE and in the entire building. And then he starts taking a shot at Big Show and said he's been missing since the Attitude Era or something, and he says Big Show should retire. And I was like, oh my god, Big Show's so coming out, and says Miz should get the Authority to come down and crown him the champion. And then he said he'll just take the title or something, and he said something about the St. Louis Rams or some shit. I don't know. I don't really know about American sports. But Big Show comes out and Miz is like, oh, pleading with him and says, oh, we should team up again and blah 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 blah, and then Big Show just gets in KO and then walks right out again. I thought that was really good. They've done something like that before. I think it was actually with Miz and Big Show as well. But I thought that was good, you know, really good. Miz is just a great heel, really great heel. I just really think he's underrated and underappreciated. But moving on to Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins, and it only lasted bloody 9 minutes. Like the show ended like 20 minutes bloody before the time, and I don't think there was a post show. At least I don't think so. I never checked the WWE Network, but because I watched it on Sky Box Office. But Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins only lasted 9 minutes. This was a good match. I was into this match. This was the match I was probably into the most, probably next to like the tag title match and the Kevin Owens match. But I think there was 12. Oh no, it's saying here 13 suplex. I think the reason I like the suplex and stuff, some people say it's boring or whatever, but I like it because that's hurting. That shit's hurting, especially if they don't get their head tucked. That's fucking hurting big time. But lots of Germans and stuff, and but eventually there was this like scary. Like it scares me how quick and how agile Lesnar is. Like Seth Rollins was on the outside and he's like had enough and he's got the title and he's going like through the crowd, beside where the timekeeper and all that ferrets are, and he's going away and Lesnar just hopped the barricade, no touching, he just leaped that thing and away catching Seth Rollins. Like it scares me how quick he is. Like when you see him. Like when he'll be at one side of the ring and then he'll just quickly run over and then suplex him. Like it's scary how quick he is. It's for the size of the guy. It's just scary, scarily athletic. It's amazing. But more German suplex. Then Rollins starts coming back with kicks to the, well, it says head. It was more like the shoulder sort of area. Even though it clearly hit him in the shoulder, and then and Maggle is like, oh, Rollins with a kick, and then he paused for a second, and then he's like, to the face, and I was like, oh, okay, thanks for insulting the old intelligence again, but he kept kicking him and back working on his knees, and he did like a running knee and banged Lesnar out the ring, and then two dives. But Lesnar's still standing. Yeah, two of them, and I think he goes back in for a third one, but Lesnar comes in and hits him with a belly-to-belly suplex. Lesnar then nails an F5 and then goes for the pin, and then fucking the Undertaker bells toll, and I'm like, what? That was awesome. Lights go out, they come back on. The Undertaker's staring bloody Lesnar. Seth Rollins and the ref's gone. They start like trading punches or whatever. And they go for like a choke slam. Then he countered it, and he was going for an F5, but then he countered it. I can't remember what he hit. Maybe he just punched him or kicked him or something. Oh no, he bloody low blowed him. Yeah, that's what he did. I was expecting, I think WWE was expecting people to start booing, but they were, you couldn't really hear booing. It was just sort of like mix. You couldn't really hear booing, but it wasn't like full on cheating. But he low blowed him, then choke slam, and then a tombstone, and then he's like Taker's away to leave, but he comes back in because like Lesnar was sort of still moving and tombstones him again, and like Heyman's just gold, he's gold. His facial expressions and his acting and stuff, compared to bloody fucking like a Brie Bella. Holy shit, she's the worst. Like just horrible. Like her facial expressions and stuff is just horrible. Like she's gotta be the worst one possibly in WWE. Like they'll be doing stuff, and I'm just like, oh my god, it just fake, unconvincing. It doesn't phony. I don't know what other words you could use, but it just isn't convincing. But we're not talking about that shit. And the fans were chanting one more, and I thought he was actually going to do it, but then he goes down to his knees and does his signature pose, and the lights and that go on or off. Then Taker, he walks back and raises his fist in the air, and Battleground goes off the air. The ending was really good. Like really surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. Like I was expecting, bloody Sting and maybe Taker or something to happen. But that's cool though. I mean, it's like a year and a bit later, but still pretty cool. We're gonna, I guess it'll be Taker and Lesnar at SummerSlam. So that'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do there. But that's Lesnar gotten screwed again, so you'll guess he'll have a WWE Championship match later on, maybe after SummerSlam, who knows. But Seth's still the champion, so maybe Roman Reigns will be facing Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you think Seth Rollins is going to face. Maybe he'll face Dean Ambrose again. Maybe it'll be Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, triple threat. But I think they might be saving that for WrestleMania, maybe. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Roman Reigns. I mean, Dean Ambrose wasn't even on this pay-per-view. Like, I don't know what they're doing with him. Maybe they should go with Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns as like Intercontinental Champion or something. They should maybe do that. Put the title on one of them since they're like pretty popular. I don't really know. Tell me what you think is gonna happen for SummerSlam, or what's gonna happen on Raw. I'm just sort of trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Keep saying I think we'll get unless we get like a Divas Championship match, but I think we'll get like Charlotte, Paige, and Becky Lynch versus Brie, Nikki, Alicia versus Sasha, Naomi, Tamina. Like maybe a triple threat elimination match. Although that could take a while, so maybe, well, depending on the way they do it. If it was every single person, it would take a while if it was an elimination match, but I don't know. I think it'll be something along those lines. Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Would that happen? Bray and Luke Harper versus Roman Reigns and Sting? I don't think so. Like, but it could, and I can't believe I've been yapping for 26 minutes, but I have. But Kevin Owens, and that was a disappointment. I really felt Kevin Owens should have won, and it's like I don't hate Cena or anything like that, but I just think Kevin Owens should have won. You know, if he loses again, you know, that's stupid. Unless it's like a failed four-way and like Cesaro or something wins it, but still, Kevin Owens should have won it. He should have. He really should have. It's just I don't get it. It's not betting him, but then again, you look at Bray Wyatt and Rusev, and it's like, well, maybe he is, you know. I don't know. It's annoying. Hopefully, Kevin Owens is okay, but who knows? It's unlikely. But yeah, that's about it. I didn't think I would ramble this long, but I have. I always do. And if you're wondering why I don't have a shirt on, it's bloody hot in here. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Anyways, I'm going to watch some more of these exclusive videos. They're going pretty crazy with them. But yeah, tell me what you think will happen at SummerSlam and Raw and stuff. Leave all that in the comments, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.